Now, how about them damn Celtics?
We are back with breaking Boston Celtics news. The Boston Celtics have been sold. Bill Chisolm of Symphony Technology Group, one of the three groups that Sportico mentioned, as a potential buyer for the team, has officially bought the team. Here it is. Celtics sold to William Chisolm, California private equity director, for $6.1 billion. Adam Himmelsbach, the Boston Globe, putting this out, as well as Shams and Woj and everyone else, or not Woj, but everyone who does news. Chisolm bought the team for $6.1 billion, which is the most ever for a North American sports franchise. The Commanders were first before that at 6.05. Chisolm grew up in Georgetown, Mass, which is on the North Shore. It's right here. Let me pull up a map so people know where Georgetown is, because I didn't know where Georgetown was. It's right up here. It's way up north in Mass. It's like almost in Maine or New Hampshire. It's like way up in north. Yeah, he bought the team, $6.1 million. Is the co-founder of Symphony Technology Group, which is a private equity firm. He previously co-founded the Valet Group, which I don't know what that is, but we'll find out. But yeah, so Celtics finally have an owner.
Yep, new owner. Jack mentioned it, grew up on the North Shore. One thing that we kicked around quite a bit when we were like blindly talking about this, speculating on this, like this is a weird part of basketball that at least I don't have much information or background on when it comes to the rich guys. Like, what do I know? But anytime you hear that the guy's from around here and grew up and has been a lifelong Celtics fan, it's kind of what we were asking for. I think we all wanted Pags. Pags was the guy. We know Pags. Pags has been involved. But to have somebody who supports the team, it's not a guarantee that it's going to be great, but it's a good sign. Because I think his best interest will be to see the team do well, to help the team do well. And, there's unfortunately going to be a lot of discussion. It's hilarious that we had this big chat with Cam yesterday and talked about, if you haven't seen that yet, by the way, go check it out after you're done with this, where we were like, yeah, new owner could make or break this team and probably going to end up seeing that person make some cuts and things like that. What you can say about all this is back to what I was saying to you guys yesterday. If you're a lifelong Celtics fan, do you really want to be the guy that ruined this? That's where this becomes interesting.
Yes. Bad part, private equity, not the best field for.
What does that mean?
It means his entire business is buying and selling businesses. So he buys businesses and sells them for a profit. So he is literally in the business of buying stuff as a business. So as much as he is a Celtics fan, and there's a chance, right? If you're a Celtics fan, you grew up in Boston or in Massachusetts, I should say, it makes sense to want to do this as something, as a passion project, as whatever. However, for a person who has literally made his billions and billions and billions of dollars as a person who buys and sells, privately owned companies, this could just be another one. Unfortunately, right? Like, money is in sports teams. Like there is. If you run them the right way, there is a lot of money to be had in sports teams, especially with how much they are booming, right? Like, if the NBA continues to grow the way it is, he could sell the team for billions and make billions in a few years. He just could. Which is unfortunate. Like, that sucks that is what could potentially happen, but that is business, and that's also possible that's not that's not what's happening at all. Like, he could just want to run the team and be like, okay, yeah, cool, this is a fun thing that I can do. I love running this team and whatever. And I'm sure we'll hear from him at some point. I don't know when we will, but I'm sure he'll say something about what directions he wants to take the team in. But I don't know. It's up in the air. It's a lot of question marks, right? Like, we don't really know for sure, and we probably won't until we see him actually make decisions.
That's the big thing. We have to wait to see what he's going to do, because there's no way of knowing. He hasn't even spoken to the media yet. This is all reported. I don't think there's like an official release from the team saying that this has happened. There's a lot to wait on here. You're going to have to watch dominoes fall. I do wonder when he's going to be introduced, if that even happens with ownership stuff. I'd assume it has to. right? Like they're going to have a press conference with him involved. We'll see what he says there. That's probably going to be a lot of just, trying to angle
Yeah.
his buying of the team and show what he's doing and what he plans and just like a lot of PR type stuff. I mean, this is as scary as it could be exciting. We just don't know yet.
Yeah. I mean, we just won't know. Like we have no idea of how much we know. I'm trying to find like what his estimated net worth is and stuff like that. It's really impossible to see. Reported net worth is like 7.5 billion is what I'm seeing in places. It's fine. Like it's pretty average for a team like that.
Pretty shit.
Well, I mean, like context for people hoping for Steve Ballmer for the Celtics. Steve Ballmer's net worth is 115 billion. So you didn't get Steve Ballmer. You didn't get anywhere close to Steve Ballmer. You got an average NBA owner's net worth, which is what was always going to happen. Let me see. NBA owner with lowest net worth. I want to see. There's net worths. I want to see where he falls. Top 10 richest owners in the NBA. Let me see. So from what I'm seeing here, the lowest in the top 10 is Jimmy Haslam at the Bucks at 8.7 billion. This has 10. This is a Reddit list, so take this with a huge grain of salt. This has number 10 at the Memphis Grizzlies at 6.7 billion theoretically. So it would put him in the upper echelon, I suppose. I don't know what Wick's net worth is. According to Google, Wick Grossbeck's net worth is roughly 2.2 billion. Probably went up after this. But yeah, I don't know. We literally will not know. We will not know much until he talks, until he does stuff next year, until 4 years from now when the sale is actually 100% going through, because it's still the thing where Wick Grossbeck will be partially in charge till 2028 or whatever.
Yep.
And so we won't have a ton of like real answers that people want for a long time, it feels like. But and we probably won't even get a press conference until the sale is finalized, which could take weeks still, or could take a week, or could take whatever. Like we have the information of who's going to buy it, but we don't have the information on what is going to happen. So we'll see. Let us know what you think of the sale. Let us know what you think of Bill Chisolm. Feel free to do some Googles and let us know. But appreciate y'all for tuning in. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll let Sam take it out.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. Again, tell us what you think of the sale. Tell us what your initial reaction is. We'd love to hear from you. You can hit the bell. We're here every single day with new videos. We also have breaking news videos like this. How about this? Who thought you were going to get a breaking news video in March? Doesn't happen. You can also find us doing pods Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, game recaps morning after each game, other videos in between to keep you up to date on all things Celtics. You can find us on Spotify and Apple. All pods and recaps are up there. So if you want those, go ahead, follow. They'll go right to your feed. Leave a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that very, very much. You can also tell your friends. That would be really nice. Email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. Like Jack said, if you have more information on this man, go ahead. We would love to hear about it. We only know as much as we've read in the first 25 minutes of this being official. You can find us on socials at How About Them C's, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook's the name of the pod. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter is Jack's Money NBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us.
Tic-tac-toe.